apparently, and now he's back. There he is.
I'm back.
There's Fenris. But yeah, we're gonna hop into map number 2 in just a second. We're waiting for all the players to join up into the lobby, and then we'll get right into it. But any thoughts about Inferno? Like, what do you like about Inferno personally?
So, like for me, Inferno. Now, there's two ways to go. Either you go full banana control, and your aim for the whole game is just to dominate banana as a terrorist and make sure that that map control is taken from the counter-terrorist team, or you play a straight default and you just try and play for unforced errors. And based on what we saw in the last map, the aim is on point for some of these players in on both sides. So it's going to have to be an aggressive banana take for me, I think.
Yeah, we do like get that B control. The banana control is very important. I agree with that too. One thing that we're also going to see here, some defaults from this T side going towards apps. That's usually the position I play personally. My job is to take apps control whenever I play. I don't know what your spot is, default Fenris, or if you guys just go B.
In the communities I play, there's a play called Play in the Fenris, which means I go wherever my team doesn't go. So
fair enough. So you're kind of like the man that's a hold down a site, get the info.
I'm the luck player.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I like to move around. I like to be free. I like to just run around and be in places not to be expected. And it's quite a good map on Inferno to do that. You can just hide in random corners and tilt players as they walk past you and you tap them in the back of the head. So I'd love to see some of that from some of these players.
Yeah, we'll see here. I mean, DePaul University, this is their map pick. And what we saw on Overpass, they're looking poised to do well in this game. I mean, it could be sort of reversing with University of Colorado coming back in this one somehow. Again, it's a whole new map. That's why I love the best of 2 format, where you get 2 chances to really have 2 best of 1s. I prefer over BO3 sometimes because it's organized. You know, it's in a set sort of structure, especially for regular season. Not for playoffs, but regular season, it's good.
That's right. This is a map 1 tournament, right? So in a best of 2, if you win 1 and you lose 1, you get 1 win, 1 loss on the overall score at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's just a tie pretty much. It's not even like a tie. It just goes towards map score. Like, it's all about map score. So I find that very interesting. And I guess tiebreakers like how you do in between the teams, I assume.
Maybe rounds 1. I don't know. It's a new format for me. Best of 2 is not something I've experienced before. So
I have not learned the format too well for this event. I do some research myself, and this is your first time on the stream. This is my first season doing EGFC, so it's a fun experience for all, and we're just happy to be here. We are going to pop into the game, though. They haven't quite readied up, but we do have them warming up, so we'll pop into that one, let it go to music for a little bit, and we'll catch you guys once we're ready to go in game. All right, we are back into this one. We're popping to a knife round a little bit earlier than we saw this last one, but this map is a little bit more important. This is kind of a map win the University of Colorado kind of needs to win. If they want to have a chance, split off the map pool, if they're going to let DePaul University just take the choice. They're probably going to stay on the CT side, I would assume, for DePaul. We'll see what they do here in a second, but yep, they're going to stay on the CT side, and we're about to hop into round number 1. And we saw that last score. It was 16-7 in favor of DePaul University.
Well, it looks like it's got all on Colorado University now to get the reverse sweep, and this is the map pick of DePaul as well. So you would have expected Colorado to have brought the W in for their team on the last map, but not the case. And moving to round number 1, grenades coming down, and utility being so key on this map will find Aratoshi. And, well, it's not going to stop them. Colorado full up onto A site. Jaeger finds himself another, but he's not been picked off yet. No comms seem to find him. Fanslap will get the trade. Jaeger finds one more, and Kettle comes in for the final. Back into a 3 versus 2 retake in favor of DePaul. Nafi will find the first, taking it to a 3 versus 1. And, well, dancing around in the quad position. Kettle trying to find some frags, unable to do so. And well, Squall will get the kill, but there was a knife attempt there. Did you see that? I saw it.
I saw like he was jumping over for the knife and he just couldn't get it. It was close though. I mean, DePaul University really just like they're trying to farm up money. They are confident they can win rounds and a pretty decent, you know, holding that B bomb. So no bomb plant. You're gonna see his T side on limited weaponry. Just a Tech 9 and 2 Deagles in the hands of Kettle and Jigster. So we'll see a quick play down towards Nando as Naffy finds Curse contact, takes out Jigster, now flanks out this side and looking for more. Naffy is gonna find 3. It's all down to DB Cozy. He's over towards this arch position, but again, Naffy or Naffy. I think Naffy is better. It's hard to say.
Naffy. That works for me.
Oh, they see that bomb down.
Don't you just love it when they're just hunting the player on the anti-ecos? They just run around frantically trying to find that last player, and Cozy picks himself up as a scout, looking to see what he can do with it. But, well, does some damage to Squat, unable to connect with the final shot, and that MP9 will finish him off 2-0 to DePaul University.
Yeah, and you will see a full buy though coming out of University of Colorado now. This is going to be their time. Can they get the momentum in their hands early? Can they get these rounds that they most definitely need here on Inferno? I mean, Inferno is one of those maps that's very even. It all depends on momentum. So if you get some good rounds in this T side and you keep it rolling and keep down this T side, you'll win it. You'll do it. And you're going to see this kind of, the mollies coming down here, splitting up this T side as sprays do come through in favor of University of Colorado.
Bounced at Narutoshi to combine to find 2, but Breezy on a bonus round will get tough. Oh, that headshot. Kettle. One thing I've noticed already so far, Werewolf, is the utility coming in from DePaul is on point. They've got themselves 2 frags with grenades already in round number 3. And, well, Kettle finds himself another. The bomb plant will go down. 3 players in defense of the bomb on A site, and just the demigod holding down Banana and just looking to save an AK. But, yeah, the utility already on this work.
I would definitely be, especially over towards Banana, you'll see a lot of util being dropped by the CT side. I mean, both sides will do a lot towards Banana to get that, you know, that corner control, just getting the top car, you know, clearing out sandbags. It's all important when taking that Banana position. And you're going to see a lot of util over towards B. Early nades will come down mid. Early nades will come down, you know, everywhere. The CT side has the advantage. They have initial control. They can throw whatever util they want to use to take control of Banana and force those T's back if they don't have smoke. So we'll see the saved weapon coming out from a demigod. I want to say like a demi. Like, I guess a demigod actually still makes sense.
Yeah, well, I've got to correct myself. It's not DePaul University that's got the good utility. It's literally just got Jaeger, who's got 184 utility damage already.
No way. Let's see this.
184.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. Damn.
But moving into round number 4, the weapon advantage heavily in favor of Colorado with 5 AKs. We've got a Mag 7 coming out now on Squall. Lovely weapon to see on Inferno. And that sprayed out from a demigod finds one. Quick trade back from Jester as well. And Kettle finds one more. Cozy finds himself the 3rd. Back into 2 versus 4. And Naffy finds one quick trade coming from Jester, so long now opened up as well. Just got Jaeger with an MP9, looking to find himself a rifle and save. And he will do. He's found himself an AK. Respect being given from Colorado as they're not even beginning to hunt just yet.
Yeah, you're going to see DePaul University try to stay the stick. He might go towards T-spawn. I don't know if he can get this cross, though, with DB close mid. Will he spot? Nope, he will not spot Jaeger. So Jaeger's going to go save in T-spawn here. He'll bring University of Colorado to 2 rounds. They'll tie it up. They've gotten the rounds they need to do to kind of, you know, build their T side here. Keeping 3 players alive is ideal, and they're going to do some work. They're going to get this bomb plant. They're going to make it 2-2.
Oh, we've been giving Cozy the bad name treatment. It's actually Obi Cozy. Well,
wait,
Valve.
It's Obi, and I thought it was DB.
Oh, it's
Is
Obi
it
Cozy. Valve on the fonts, Obi Cozy.
No way! It's Obi Cozy.
That's moving to round number 5. Scores all square on the board. It looks like we've got a 5
reset your mic real quick. Like, yeah. All right.
Any better?
There you go. Now you're good. When you sound like a robot, I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, we got. It round number 5, all score on the board, and we have a 5-man stack of defense up on B, and it looks like a 5-man attack towards B as well. So we've got a meat grinder coming up at the top of Banana. Upgraded pistols, up close and personal, ready to do some work. Oh, they didn't expect Squad to be so close. Fatsled though will trade out 2, 1 in fire, 1 with an AK. And now a 4 versus 3, but you would have thought Colorado would have noticed the increased manpower this side. It's not going to matter. Fatsled finds himself another, running out of ammo as someone's boosted up. Kettle though will have his back covered as he finds Breezy through the smoke. Just got Jaeger. Finds himself 1, only 3 more to go for him to get this retake done. He hasn't got a kit, so he has got a kit, so he has to do that fast. But Kettle says, nope, round over. 3-2 to Colorado.
They really just kept pressing. That B bomb set was under fire, and DePaul University, they stacked the right site. They just couldn't get the kills. I mean, you're fighting against AKs when you have deagles. It's a lot harder to get kills with deagles than it is with AKs. You can just spray with an AK, you know, maybe get a couple bullets in the body and get the kill anyway. But yeah, here we go. Round number 6, and it's going to be quick nades down here towards B from DePaul University. Doing a lot of damage on the Cozy and Artoshi. Down to 20 HP this early, as the Demigod will take out 1. And Artoshi, that lit player down towards Banana, is going to retreat eventually, as Nappy now tries to get one response here. Just going to flash it out, get some control back. Will not take it fully, though. The smoke's coming down. Oh, a drive-by shooting from Nappy. Looks for another one here. Dinks up Jig Jester. It's a decent hold here from Arches.
Well, Arasoshi's still down on 20 HP. Jig Jester on 10 HP. And just Kel now with the full complement of health points trying to find himself an entrance onto A. And, well, there's still 3 players left alive and fully HP for DPU. So it's going to be a hard take. Flash going to come out of apps to flash off Pit. Kettle sneaking himself into position, will be spotted out. That flash though saves his life as he's down to 6 HP. Breezy on the flank finds 1 squad, will get 1 as well. Jig Jester, the only man putting a score on the board on this round for his team, and back to all square.
Yeah, it's 3-3 once more, and DePaul University, they got the full buy into this one. They did have, I mean, only a couple players staying alive, and it was not ideal for their economy. You can see both these sides heavily affected by their money. So this is a very consequential round with some not great stats. I mean, you're seeing the max money on the CT side is around 2K 700. Meanwhile, on the Colorado side, it's like 3K, and the rest are down to like 1K each. So the money isn't great for these sides here. These kills are going to be massive for either of these sides. And then we got finally connects with Fancy Lad. That took a little bit of a long time. We're going to see some more control coming down towards Banana now as they go to the same spot. University of Colorado. They love that angle.
They do, and the Demigod loves it too because it's padding his stats every round. Although he did almost get his teammate killed. Got Jaeger down to 3 HP because he got blocked on his escape route from the Molotov. So he'll have to be very careful on B site. And it looks like we've got a big execute being set up to come in now. Bomb sat at the top of Banana.
Yeah,
smokes begin to rain down. There we go. It's underway.
Yeah, this B bomb so here is for the taking of University of Colorado, but they have these players over here, and Nappy sprays 1, sprays 2. But 2 players falling on site is not ideal for DePaul University. It's going to be down to a 2 versus 3 hold. And can University of Colorado get some kills? And they catch him out with the rifle in hand, reloading. It's the 2 versus 2. It's Squall coming from CT. Kettle, though, nearly caught in the open. Great timing, though, from Kettle. That's Squall here. There's Molly on site. Kel's got the close angle. He's going to have to fight 2 players. Spots out 1. And Breezy.
Surely he had the first step. Breezy will find 1. Oh, but unable to get the 180 flick as well. Obi Cozy. I'm going to say Obi Cozy does find Breezy and put the 4th round on the board for Colorado University.
Yeah, I mean, it is a 4th round now for University of Colorado. It's good for their money, too. And they keeping these players alive, getting that bomb plant also along with that. It's just ideal. And DePaul University, they're kind of on their force by now. They're under their heels. You're going to see M4AMSs come out, but it's a deagle in the hands of Nappy. It's not ideal here. Cozy playing close contact, sprays through, gets the kill also. Looks for a second, able to get it. OP Cozy. 2 kills on B. Does fall to that molly from Got Jaeger, allowing time for DePaul University to rotate the player over. That's going to be Nappy with a deagle, so we'll see how well it works out here as they begin the B take. Not going to work out too well.
Not at all. Jig Jester finds the entry onto the site now as they move in. And bomb will go down very, very shortly. But there's 2 players coming in from either side. Squad with an M4 will find the opener back into a 3 versus 2. Fancy has to be careful as the player moves up top of Banana. He's going to get the flick and the kill. So that is 1 more for him. And, well, just squad out, looking to drop back and save that M4. And economy now completely broken. And it looks like we've got a pause coming in as well.
Yeah, you will see University of Colorado here. They have the momentum in their hands. This is the map pick of DePaul University. Could we see? I don't want to Caster's curse this, but it'd be very interesting to see a split in map pool. I mean, this is something that I've not seen yet. I've only seen 2 O's. I've not seen a 1-1. And these teams are very similar in skill, and you're really seeing that here. This T side might be favorable for University of Colorado, so we'll see how they pop on. I mean, it's a little bit too early to call. We're only in round number 9, but again, this timeout coming out here, we do have plenty of time to talk about some stuff. I mean, a little bit of recap from that first one. If you were not here for Overpass, 16-7 scoreline. DePaul University dominating on their T side. Sorry, they went 11-4 half. I mean, that's just a crazy scoreline.
It is, and it's important to note that DePaul won that map despite it being the map pick of the University of Colorado. So now we're on the map pick of DePaul University, and it's 5-3 for Colorado. So we are, well, we're looking at a potential reverse. I'm gonna say it because I don't think the cursor thing. A reverse sweep could be coming in if Colorado keep this momentum up, and I believe this timeout is a timeout from DePaul University. So it looks like the tactical timeouts I was talking about earlier on are going to be employed.
Yeah, this is a long 2-minute timeout, so we're gonna have plenty of time here before we get into this one. DePaul University, if they really want to come back, their keys to success are getting banana control. I mean, the University of Colorado gets on top of that box, get an opera there to counter that. Just hold the angle with an op, get the headshot, and run away. Or just play back on sites. Don't even contest in the first place. If you already know University of Colorado is going to use all their util down towards B, make them use more util to enter that B bomb site. I mean, just play back and give them space if they want it. That's one strategy I have. Also, maybe taking ult mid control could be useful in opening rounds. Get the information that they're not coming towards apps, or even get the opper down there. I mean, it's all down to ops. You got to utilize your oppers, and you are going to see DePaul University on probably another save here. It's going to be down to pistols and the one saved weapon from Squaw.
I'd like to see DePaul University take banana control, then rotate the spare player then back over towards A. So there's 4 defenders on A site. And that way they've got the full map control and the site completely on lockdown. And if they have to retake them, they've got 4 players left for the retake. And anything that goes up banana will be punished. So at minimum, it should be a 4 versus 4.
Yeah.
But the timeout's over, and we are on the round countdown, and into round number 9 we go. 5-3 on the board in favor of Colorado University. Coming up in an anti-eco, and I don't think we've seen an AWP once so far, this map.
No, it might come up next round here with DePaul having decent money, but close mid. Oh, Deagle spam does not work out for Gottmeister or Gottgeister. Not Gottmeister. Jaeger. What the hell was I saying? Oh my goodness! But it's gonna be a quick play down towards, A from University of Colorado. They spray down a demigod. And they have to say bomb if they want to take it.
Well, 4 players now moving in for Colorado onto A side. 2 players in defense, and it looks like Square is just going to hold down B, and he goes down to Aratoshi. So only a CZ left, and he sprays his entire magazine into the face of Fancy Lad, which leaves OB Cozy with 1 quick, easy kill. And that's another round on the board for Colorado.
Yeah, we are going to see DePaul University. They'll have a full buy into this one. I wonder if we'll see an op. I do not see. Oh, there's an op here. Naffy's got an op. So
he's got glass cannon too.
I want to see where he's going to go here. He's going down towards mid. He's going to find the opening pick here mid possibly. Oh, but they're posted up. Oh, he finds one though, but immediately traded out by Fancy Lad.
Well, damage done as well by Breezy. Fancy Lad down to half HP, but the AWP has been dropped and not recovered. Aratoshi finds one. Kettle finds himself another. That has been opened up entirely, and rotates scrambling in. But well, just look at where Fancy Lad's got himself. Got himself up long, already on the flank in behind. And I don't think DePaul even know this.
No, it
None of
doesn't
it
matter.
matters.
Kettle getting these 2 last kills going to bring it to 7 for University of Colorado. And the money situation for DePaul is the same as it was a couple of rounds ago. They're going to be forced down to deagles and limited armor. It's not ideal. They really have to pull back here in round number 12 after this one, unless they get this one as a miracle.
We're looking at an aggressive A play, I think, from DePaul now, as they've got 5 players over an A, and Nade's coming down, and they're pushing down mid. And we'll know that there's players pushing mid. Fanstad will find the AWP kill, and oh, insult to injury. Breezy finds him with a USP. Obi Cozy trading out a Demigod, and Squall on the flank. Oh, takes a second shot, does find the headshot, but not before Aratoshi finds Breezy. So down into a 3 versus 2. Weapons have been saved. They can save that AWP, especially as the smoke is blocked off Banana. I think a good call right now is to save for DePaul University.
Yeah, they have weapons. There's no need, and they are kind of playing back here. I mean, the library aggression from Squall is not necessary. Just go back towards, T-Apps or T-Spawn maybe. Just save the weapons. And Nafi, he's holding the ankle here in T-Apps, and it's really going to be, another round here for University of Colorado. They'll take the half lead. They'll take the half win, and there's a real chance for things to really switch up in this series. We'll see University of Colorado. They continue this momentum here the rest of this first half. Working DePaul University. Find some grip. Get some kills and hold down those bomb sites. It hasn't worked so far, but the op is an attempt to change things. And we'll see what they do in round number 12 here.
Let's take a quick bounce back over to the analyst desk, because Got Jaeger has now pushed himself up to 387 utility damage.
That is insane. That
Over
is a
double
lot of
the
use
close.
damage.
That's like 4 3 kills almost, basically, for him.
Wait, who is this again? This is
Got Jaeger.
Got Jaeger. Damn. And they're still losing, which is just significant. Like, how are you losing these? You're doing that much damage early initially, and all this molly damage and stuff. It's kind of wild. And you're seeing some smokes here down towards mid, just trying to hold off this A take potential as they take control of brackets. And you guys see Kelly here, kind of lurk over towards B. He's just spotting out players. Not going to find anything quite yet, but Cozy pushing through. Breezy gets boosted up. Oh, and takes some damage thanks to Cozy. So, presence known, but the op in the hands of Epidemic to find an open pick on the Kettle.
Yeah, they're in a 2-op setup now on the DP University. Breezy will find one from the boost. Jig Jester, though, will find the trade. His position was given away by an early smoke. Squaw will get a trade of him. Obi Cozy go down and drops a Molotov. Big damage being done on Aratoshi. Both players left of Colorado struggling to find someone in this round, and HP dwindling down. And, well, DP University are now in a very commanded position for round number 12. And they're able to even rotate a player back towards A as well.
Yeah, we're going to see a possible round here for DePaul University, but can Aratoshi and Jig Jester continue their streak? Nope. It's all down to Jig Jester, and with Squall around the smoke here, we'll find out last kill. Makes it 4-8 now. DePaul University, they're getting some rounds back. If they can pull a couple more, they have a chance to, make it an 8-7 half. So that is still in the doability range. And we are going to see... Yeah.
Apologies. There seems to be a lack of fragging potential, like we saw on Overpass coming in from DePaul at the moment. I think that's probably down to the fact that they're not able to play free and just use that at the aim they had last game. But nonetheless, when they get onto the T side, that should free up their big hitters to get those frags. So we should see a spicy second half for sure.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of util usage here over towards Banana from University of Colorado as they flash their teammates in and get some control. But again, I believe that Opera, a Demigod is down towards B. And he's holding up that angle, and if Aratoshi peeks wrongly, he will fall. And nope. Yep, Demigod's going to find the opening pick. That's what we were talking about. It's going to be a quick take onto B, potentially from University of Colorado. It's a fake, actually. It's a fake.
I'm not so sure. The bomb is there, but it's dropping back. Perhaps maybe they wanted the bomb to be seen. I'm not sure.
Maybe that would force definitely a rotate over. And Obi Cozy's got the angle here, fully flashed. As they push towards the bombs now, the flank they're coming from Fancy. Lad's gonna find opening kill. A Squall gets one back, and they're gonna run towards B now. It's a full-on flip on what's going on to this game here. They're gonna surround these two players, but Fancy Lad getting control of arches. It's going to allow for them to hold rotations for now. The B bomb take is in motion.
They've read this. They've read this so well. they know there's a player in CT as well, and there's no rotate called, so they must have read this almost to the point. And
Oh.
Kel jumping over. We'll find got Jaeger from First Oranges, and it leaves just one defender in B side right now, who caught with a knife in the hand. As Fanstad finds 2 AWPers with knives in hands, and that's 2 free kills for him. Picks up the AWP, finds himself Breezy as well, and just Squaw. Well, he finds 1, 2 to go. He knows there's an AWP in defense, so he's got to be very careful pushing out into B, but Fanstad's deep, and I think he's thought better of it now that Molotov's gone down.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one to take here. I mean, the Molly coming down also, and he's going to throw a smoke to cover off CT, but will Fancy Lad push through that? He knows the opera's around the corner, so just to check these angles here, will find 1, but Fancy Lad, good time from him, will bring it to 9-4 for University of Colorado.
Well, we're pushing heavily on that 11-4 scoreline, which is so dangerous for the winning team for sure.
Yeah, we saw that. It's almost the exact scoreline, but just flipped on the sides and the team name. So it's kind of interesting. This could be a repeat of Overpass in a way.
Kel did himself a little bit of team damage there onto Jig Jester, just to give him a little bit of help to DP. Some fantastic sportsmanship there. Molotov's doing work at the start of the round as well, but a demigod jumping out will find himself Kel, and it's early advantage for DePaul University. I keep looking at the top of my screen and seeing DPU Varsity, and I keep wanting to say that, so.
Guess they're the varsity team at DePaul University. But yeah, it's going to be, looks like a banana take coming from University of Colorado here, sticking to their roots. They've had definitely more B takes than A takes, I believe, in this game. I could be wrong, but they definitely favor us B bombs. So you're going to see a smokes up here for the cross, as they will nade and smoke and flash their way into the site here. Kobe Cozy in front. He's going to find 1 kill and finds a second. A great entry from University of Colorado here. Left in the 4 versus 3 hold, as DePaul University tries to pull their way back in this one, but again, Fancy Lad finds another kill. It's down to Squaw and Naffy. And they will do some damage on OB Cozy, but not enough.
No, and their economy's forced yet another save in the. Well, this is another round in favor of Colorado because the saves just come in one after the other, and they're not giving anything to DePaul.
Yeah.
Not even an inch of ground is being given right now. And, well, I'll say that. Naffy finds himself an exit, and so does Squaw, so maybe an inch.
Maybe an inch, or maybe a centimeter.
Oh, you never know.
But yeah, it's going to be Jig Jester here. They find contact, and their exit from DePaul University. So University of Colorado here, they have the money to full buy into this round here. I mean, Fancy Lab will be able to drop his teammates at the least. So we're going to see DePaul University force up also. Their money isn't too hot, as Got Jaeger is back on that Deagle. And we'll see where they end up taking these sites here. And it looks like to be some banana control coming out. Now Aratoshi posted up, as more utils being thrown down towards B.
Oh, 12 HP and Aratoshi, and he's up close and personal. And that flash will give a demigod a free kill as well. An early advantage back in the hands of DePaul. But they have to be very careful they don't let this slip away again.
Yeah, they're going to continue to pressure here down towards Banana. They're going to get that control, but can University of Colorado make their way back towards A? Now, they know there's at least 2 or 3 players on site. It's a doable take. But with Banana control in the hands of DePaul and that player fully rotate back towards A, it's going to be difficult for University of Colorado to try to take the site here. Breezy's going to find some contact. Cozy down to 40 HP. Not ideal. As DePaul University continue to fire down on the Jig Jester to take him out. And it's down to a 5 versus 3 now. DePaul University, they have control of Banana here. And you're going to see DB Cozy pushing through. Not going to check that angle. As he will find a kill after the demigod. Yeah, he's pushed through arches again.
How? He pushed through there, and Naffy was looking down long as well, so he's managed to sneak around there, and he finds himself a second kill off that. Got Jaeger going down to him as well, and now into a 2 versus 1. Bomb in the hands of Breezy. The AWP not being able to work for him. He's now forced back. Molotov's going down to prevent both teams from holding the angles.
That Molly might have just limited his time enough where he can't get the bomb and plant. But I mean, DePaul University should just run away and save. Just stay alive. And they will.
Well, I think the I think the best call there from Kettle was, well, it's the last round. It was the last round, so I completely missed the fact that it was the last round of the first half, and 10-5 in favour of Colorado it is. I was going to say that was a good call from the terrorist to die there because he would have had economy for the next round. So
Yeah,
I
well.
I was wrong. No economy for him.
No economy for him. It's going to be all reset here as we enter the second half. It's a pistol round once more. USPs in the hands of University of Colorado, and Glock in the hands of DePaul University. Make their way down towards, they say, bomb site very quick here. Flashes and smoke entering as they get control of A. It's going to be a quick play as Fancy Lad sprays through. Can't quite find a kill, but does do some damage. As Cozy, Cozy finds one kill, looks for a second, can't quite find it, but damage is being dealt here. A solid hold on the CT side as Jake Jester finds 2 kills, doesn't quite get a third. It is down to Breezy, 1 versus 3. He does not find it. University of Colorado, they will take another round. It is now 11-5 for the CT side.
Right now, if I was DePaul University, I'd be like, we're just going to have to get the bomb down now. The bomb plant here for DePaul is a win, and that's what they need to focus on. But, well, it's going to be hard. 2 MP9s, a Mag 7, a FAMAS, and is that a USP bot? Just nothing but USP there for Itoshi.
I mean, I've seen that sometimes with, like, offers they will do that, where they just want to save up the money as much as they can. They have confidence in their team, and they do have confidence in their team. Cody's going to find 2 kills here. Breezy pushing up. Clears out Boiler with the last shot and gets that kill. Nade's coming through, though. Aratoshi with that USP finds 2 kills, so don't count him out, even with just a pistol. It's all down to Breezy, and Breezy will follow the Jig Jester. 12-5, University of Colorado here. Looking to make it 13, as DePaul University now will have a full buy behind them.
Well, yeah, definitely don't count out the USP. And insult added to injury as players went down to that USP. So, well, I don't think they were armored, though, so it's probably a very good call from him. But the full buy coming in, it's time to really see what DePaul has in their pocket. And early banana control coming in from a demigod, up against 2 players holding the top of banana, and Molotov's preventing both teams from making complete contact. And, well, spray from the bottom will bait the aim down in that direction as the demigod's up close and personal. Oh,
what the?
2. Oh no, this is not what you want to see for DePaul. As 2 Mag 7 farmed money, and he gets himself a free AK for the trouble as well. Into a 2 versus 4 we go, and well, the round slips away.
Yeah,
the round was ripped away.
That Mag 7 corner position was great from University of Colorado there. I mean, they just bait out that player on the corner, and it kind of just left him alone. It's all gonna be all down to Naffy. He's playing back towards ramp. I mean, towards stairs almost. And it's gonna be an easy kill for Kettle there. It's 13-5. University of Colorado only 3 rounds away as another timeout comes through for DePaul University.
That reverse sweep is coming into fruition right now, and Colorado is just excuse me. Colorado are running away with this map. Let's take a look at the stats though.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the stats here. So we have, look at the kills in general. Some MVPs. You can see the money to score. I mean, this is what you see when you play normal Counter-Strike. Full loss bonus in the hands of DePaul University. You can see that right here. And if you look at that util damage, again, 413, I mean, HPs lost because of Got Jaeger's util. That is insane.
That's 4 of his 7 kills, basically, gone down to utility.
Yeah, and his ADR, like, he doesn't have as many kills as the other players, but his ADR is, better than Breezy's because of all that util he's been dealing. So it's a pretty even game in the hands of util. I mean, even DePaul University, they just have to pull back here. They are on the T side where it's difficult to get control of these, especially Banana, where the CT side has the advantage. They get there first, they throw down util, they hold them back, and it's all about defense for University of Colorado as they try to pull it here. They only have 3 more rounds, like mentioned, and it's on the map pick of DePaul University. It's again, it's a reverse of what happened in map number 1, where they were having trouble, getting rounds, and now it's just a breeze, as some would say. But maybe Breeze needs to switch sides if he want to have a victory.
Although Colorado now needs to not get overconfident because so many teams to get to this point where they're close to fine and they just can't get themselves over the finish line.
Yeah, we're about to hop into this next round here. We'll see what the buys look like. Looks like DePaul University have just gone with Deagles, another throwaway round, so they'll make it 14-5 unless they get lucky. But again, we saw Deagles work out pretty well for DePaul, wasn't it? No, it was for Colorado. Wait, no, who was it? DePaul?
It was DePaul.
Yeah, it was DePaul on the second half of Overpass. Yeah, it was DePaul with those 2 Deagle kills. They took the A bomb site. I mean, they could do it again here. They're on this T side, and it's definitely doable.
It looks like they're going to go for the standard 2 to 3 setup on the bomb sites, but already DePaul are pushing straight up banana with not a care in the world. Using smokes to put out the molly. Straight round they go. Not going to expect someone off on boost. Aratoshi finds the first, but close pistols will get a trade. Kettle and Obikozi finds 2 more. Kettle finds himself the 4th for the round, and well, it was a quick sweep and clean for Colorado, and only 1 loss, so not too much economy damage either.
Yeah, pretty simple. I mean, they just held down the B bomb site, threw a smoke to force them through that, and, really just blind their vision as they make their way through. And that's all you need. You see the feet first, you see the body first before they can see you, and that's how it works when you throw down a smoke. That's why they're so useful. That's why people won't push through them unless they're Stewie 2K. And you're going to see some live util down towards mid as, Got Jaeger, he's the one who dealt a lot of it, is received some of that damage. His opening pick does fall in the hands of DePaul University now.
Nappy finding a quick opener as well. So yeah, the advantage early on, and we saw this a lot in the first half. They gained the advantage, but they just let it slip away. So hopefully they can keep hold of this once they start pushing out towards A. Fanstad has been spotted, will get the first, but Squad will a quick trade, 2 quick headshots from those players there. Advantage still remains in favor of DePaul, and well, they have full banana control, so they know there's no fake going on.
Yeah, and DePaul University here, they have to fight 2 players, 1 towards arches, 1 on site, as they make their way out towards apps and lanes. So it's going to come in very shortly. Now, can they get there in time before they get flanked out? And Jig Jester's got a great flash, but it's too late. Breezy swings out at a great timing. It's all down to Aratoshi and 1 Kettle, as the bomb will come down here shortly. Yeah, Breezy finds that kill. It's all down to Aratoshi. He should just save. And DePaul University, they should get a 6th round here unless a miracle happens.
Well, we've seen stranger things happen in CS, and Aratoshi looking for an exit will not be given it. Square finds a 2nd for the round and puts the 6th on the board of DePaul University. So
yeah, and that money is still okay for University of Colorado. They'll have this buy, but if they lose another one, the economy is reset. So they have to be worried about, do we really need to win this round here unless we want to see DePaul University try to come back in this one? It's going to be a full buy for both sides. AK is enhanced DePaul. There's going to be 1 op for University of Colorado here as more battles happen towards mid, as you're going to see some flashbangs trying to full push back this banana push. And Got Jaeger throws that molly to cut off the corner here, and that Kettle is trapped. He is stuck here sandbags. He cannot retreat, neither can the Yopper, as they flash their way out now to retreat. So it's going to be that B banana control given to DePaul University as Peeks come out towards mid from Fantasyland.
That's the map control almost entirely now for DePaul. So they got the freedom to do it almost exactly what they want. Although I like this defensive setup. I'm not sure if they're going to expect 2 players holding down short. And Fantasyland will, for some reason, double scope there and get the open frag. Unable to connect with the 2nd though, as he clips the edge of the wall. And that forces DePaul University to try and make their play with only 4 players, and they're split 2-2 across the map.
Yeah, and we're going to see, I mean, it's a 5-on-4, and a second shot coming through from Fancy Lad, holding down Arches. The B play now in play, as Aratoshi is going to have to hold us off all on his own. As you're going to see, Nappy takes out Kettle, and they find a 2nd here. It's a very doable round for DePaul University. They'll bring it down to a 3 versus 3. Retakes coming in from CT, as Breezy will drop this bomb and another smoke and flashbang, trying to hold off University of Colorado from taking it. As Nappy here, great positioning, will find an opening pick on the Fancy Lad. Get some revenge from his players that have fallen earlier. As Jig Jester now left in a 1 versus 3.
Well, Nappy finds himself yet another, and he finds himself the 4th. A fantastic 4K from him. For some reason, not going to pick up the AWP, but it looks like they're not going to play the AWP on this half, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think a T side will probably not use an op here. It's more ideal to just go all rifles on a T side personally, from what I've seen, and then have an op or two maybe on the CT side. So that's the current level of play that I've seen in North American Counter Strike, where you don't buy an op on the T side anymore. It's kind of just obsolete because you're just run and gun and find trades and take bomb sites. And we will see what happens here. Mid control coming through from DePaul University. There's some contention here from University of Colorado, but they're on pistols. It's not a good buy. And ooh, OB Cozy dinks up some players. Doesn't find that kill. Leaves down to a 4-on-3.
He's potentially done enough damage to find his team maybe one or two more, and not even got Jaeger. He goes down to Aratoshi, a nice headshot with that P250. But well, Breezy on the quick trade, and a Demigod finds Jig Jester with a quick 180 flick up onto balcony. So it's just Aratoshi with half HP hiding for some exits. Oh, this grenade could be deadly. Oh, but it bounces the wrong way. Unfortunately for... Well, I didn't even see who threw that. The Demigod threw that grenade there, and he's unfortunate with that one. Aratoshi just stuck, unable to do much. And, well, that's an 8th on the board for DePaul University. And Colorado slipping that lead across the board.
Yeah, and they're really forcing the issue now. University of Colorado to rethink what they want to do with their buys. I mean, you're going to see that player fall in the T side. Not ideal for their economy. But again, okay, what? He just ran at him? Well, that was not ideal. I don't think that was in the plans, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. And, well, back into the full buys, almost a full buys. We got a Mag 7, and I suppose you can consider that a viable weapon on Inferno if it's played over at Banana or in apps. So, definitely a full buy. And early utility coming down to prevent pushes, but Nafi's not going to bother with that as he pushes straight into mid, finds OB Cozy. Fansled, though, will trade him out, making him back into a 4 versus 4, but already damage being done to both Fansled and Kettle, so they have to be very careful on the B site. And Molotov's given away the positions, or at least like saying that there's players on Banana. Well, unfortunately for Kettle, they've moved away from him with that Mag 7, so it's not going to have much effect. He's going to have to bring out the USP for the long range.
Oh, the flank, though, will find a kill on the Breezy, so University of Colorado continue to put down some pressure. They're going to make their way down towards a bomb, so now they realize the player may be backed up towards Banana, but they don't really know here. Aratoshi posted up with Jig Jester on site. It's going to leave him into a good situation here. Aratoshi swinging out, will find one kill, finds two. Nearly gets a third. It's all down to a Demigod here. Try a pull back for DePaul. As a Mag 7 from Kettle here coming in close.
That spray down was crazy, and that flash was crisp. But all 3 players fully blinded, unable to connect the 3rd spray. And I guess the 20-round magazine on the M4A1S is the only downside.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Can't help but think if he had the A4, he may have got that 3rd frag. Molotov will force Jig Jester out of position, but just enough to give him the frag on a Demigod. Match point in favor of Colorado now, and the reverse sweep, it's coming.
It's almost like the same, sort of situation we saw in map number 1. It's almost like identical. It was 12, it was 16 to 11. Oh my god. 16 to 7, and now it's 15 to 8. It's almost identical what we saw there. But DePaul University, if they want to pull it back, they need to force overtime. They need 7 rounds in a row, and that's really hard to do. But Nafi doesn't think so. He says, I'm going to get this opening pick and take blower control.
Well, Banana has been taken firmly by iKettle, but is he going to expect 2 players up there? Well, he finds one, a Demigod and Breezy. They would trade 2 back for that frag. Jig Jester's going to take 1 back as well. Getting a little bit greedy himself up on short, having to fall back into pit because, well, there's 3 players descending on his position now as short has been taken. And Jig Jester's fled all the way around to long, waiting for his support to come in the form of Aratoshi, and the bomb will go down. So, retake having to be forced, and I think they should save, personally. Michael will be saved. The economy's down, and DePaul have bedded themselves in behind the smoke. So,
if they do fall, I mean, there's no money for them to rebuy here. I mean, they don't have 3 guns saved. That's what you need minimum to have a chance to buy up into the next round. And University of Colorado here, just save these weapons, put 1 on B, or maybe put both of them on B and gamble stack. and try to find some luck here. But DePaul University, they'll get a 9th round here easily. Unless they get Ninja Diffused, but it looks like they're running away as the Library and Arches are retreating. So DePaul University, their money is still not too great. They want to save their rifles as well. But they're still going to press into CT. There's some pressure here as a Demigod does fall to Jig Jester. Not ideal. As he does find a second kill.
Breezy.
Yeah, the money is not too great on DePaul University to do that. I mean, they have to force play every single round no matter what. But that's not something you want to just give up. You don't want to give up frags for no reason. And that's what they kind of did there. The University of Colorado is now going to be forced up behind that. And they will have Deagles a mag 7 once again. We saw that go really well earlier over towards that side hall position. Not side hall position, over towards the banana position.
Oh, Cozy. Cozy with a jiggle flick out there. Will find Nafi. But Cozy advanced now, both down to 22 HP apiece. And that grenade, not close enough. Only does 7 damage to Fancy Lads. So early advantage in favor of... Okay, maybe not. I was going to say Colorado, but it's been taken away by Squad. And that max 7. The jiggle peaks from Colorado on both sides have been on point.
And it looks like they boosted the player up here towards Flowers. So Aratoshi's got the angle here, waiting for a smoke to drop down if DePaul wants to take B. And Squall will find a kill towards A, but they're still going to lean over towards B, and it's not the right call. They'll make their way back towards... I mean, actually, no, they're doing smokes on B, so it might be a fake play. Try to pull off these University of Colorado players. And it is 1 on A, 2 on B from University of Colorado here. 1 with a mag 7, as they will... retreat. So smokes will come through. Terrible timing though. Is one kill here in the middle of say playing close to Maxim's got the angle. Will he get the kills though? Finds one on the squad. Looks for a second. Misses the shot. Down to a 2 versus 2 as Breezy pops in. It's gonna be possibilities now for DePaul University to pull back in this one. They could take a 10th round, but to be up to OB Cozy, the player with 22 health here with NFL Moss, has a chance to try to pull us back and close out this game.
Nice EU flash coming in there, and OB Cozy will be spotted out by a demigod. And well, 15-10 double figures for DePaul University, and they could be thinking right now. They could be thinking this is within reach. We could force overtime right now.
That's something they want to do. I mean, I wouldn't blame the DePaul University. It's all about map wins. You know, you're not fighting the best of 3 series where you can we have a decider to go to. This matters. Every single map matters. And they're going to see some mid-aggression here at University of Colorado throwing all their nades, but the spray downs are not going to come through as they wanted. Breezy, though, posting up will find 1 kill in that player's slide as Fancy Lad playing close mid. Will catch off a demigod, but trailed immediately by Got Jaeger. Still going to leave it to a 3 versus 2 situation. As Cozy and Kettle playing back on their sights. As, you know, just playing angles now. The bombs be grabbed up here as they make their way down towards, I would assume, B. I want to say they're backing up towards B. Yes, they are.
And here comes another mag 7 as well. Kettle up here back in his favorite position behind that divider there with a mag 7.
They should spray that down. He's played that angle multiple times, especially on these weaker buys. And he is flashed, but still finds the kill. Kettle will get taken out eventually, though, by Breezy. It's all down to OB Cozy once again. Coming in from CT. With Deagle in hand, spots these players cross, makes his way over towards the side as more smokes are dropped, and Cozy tempted to walk through this.
And he's going to go. Straight through he goes. First shot being heard. His position has been given away. He does have full HP. Breezy, on the meantime, only has 10, but he's on the flank already going around the back. Cozy stuck behind a Molotov. Focused solely on Got Jaeger. Not going to expect Breezy until that shot goes off, and he will get the advantage. That was a nice headshot through the side of the wall, but Got Jaeger has the angle and he has the reaction speed and puts the 11th on the scoreboard. Colorado starting to look a little bit nervous.
That is, yeah. I mean, if I were University of Colorado here before a bye, maybe get a timeout going. You have not used any of your timeouts. Oh, actually, they did. They did use them on map number 1. They've not used their timeouts here at map number 2. I would give it a chance. Maybe reset the minds of their side here. Try to pull back. All you need is 1 rounds of the next 4 to not force an overtime here. But OB Crazy here posting up. Will find first contact, but decides to back up. So DePaul University given space once more. If they want to take brackets, all they do is throw down a smoke and take it. But it's going to be Some early default plays. No decisions yet from DePaul University. Again, leaning over towards A with that bomb in the hands of Jaeger. We'll
They're
see.
just waiting for. They're just waiting for the unforced errors from Colorado, and they're getting nothing. Colorado have just posted their positions, and they're just waiting for the aggression now.
Now we will see. I mean, here come the Molotovs as early kill falls in the hands of Fancy Lad. He is fully splashed. A Squall here pushing through apps. He could catch that player off guard on site, and he will. Cozy is dead. It's down to that player down in mini pit. It's going to be up to Jig Jester. Caught in a tough space right now. He's got to deal with two different angles, as flashbangs are going to try to pull him away from the site here. As you know, Jaeger will find one, but it's going to be down to these 4 players in DePaul University to try to pull us back. It's going to be a B take. Will Kettle hold this off? He's got this angle. He's got this B bomb site. He's got all alone here. Molly coming down. Great timing, though. Using that U till the last second is going to be devastating to DePaul University. The smoke's coming in late. They have to go for it. They have 20 seconds left on the clock.
They got 10 seconds to clear the site and get the plant. And, well, 4 players on site. Spray coming through the smoke. Aratoshi finds 1. Aratoshi finds 2. Aratoshi finds 3. Only Squire gets an answer. And Aratoshi finds the 4th with the USP. Insult to injury and map stolen away from them as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a wild map there. I mean University of Colorado, they will end up taking the map pick of DePaul University, a complete switch up what we saw there in Overpass. But they'll tie it up here 1-1 in this series. We will be back, though, with more reviewing. We'll get an interview coming up, too, with one of the players from... I don't know who we want to pick. Let's pick Colorado. Let's pick Colorado. They just won the second map here. That's how we'll base it off of. And we'll catch you guys in just a second.
See you guys soon.
How did you find a way to run from the city of the sun? You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or better known as ADHD, is a mental disorder that affects an individual's ability to focus, causing them to move around more frequently. They may also have trouble controlling their impulsive behaviors.
One time for them praying on my downfall. 2 times for the homies in the child hall. 3 times for them hoes on the internet shitting on niggas when they really should get out more. 4 times for the days that were all bad. 5 times for the bitches who ain't called back. 6 times for the kids like me who got ADHD just to kidnap a nigga like ISIS. Whoa. Turn the whole world to a crisis. Whoa. Walk around the city with an ice pick. I've been paranoid, usually I ain't like this. Ain't no telling how crazy I might get. Beat the police with a nightstick. In my whole life, I've been lifeless. Now I'm so fly, I'm a motherfucking flight risk. Whoa, fuck a couple hoes till I pass out. Whoa, niggas throwing stones at my glass house. Whoa, I remember sleeping on my dad's couch. Whoa, now I got the Bentley and it's blacked out. Whoa, family looking at me like a cash cow. Whoa.
Alrighty, we are back here. We have Aratoshi to join us for this little interview we have. So Aratoshi, I mean, you guys lost that first map. I mean, you guys lost your map pick of Overpass, but you guys came back on Inferno to win. And you stole the map pick now. It's just reversing. What was the idea there? Like, you guys were demoralized, or like, hey, you know what? If they can take ours, we can take theirs sort of mentality.
I mean, after Overpass, they had defaults. We had to sub out 2 people, so it was a little unfortunate, but we tried to pick up our synergy for Overpass. Their defaults were definitely better. We tried to figure out our defaults mid-game, but they bested us in our map pick. Inferno, I feel like, is more well-known, at least for me. I'm not sure about Overpass. I don't know about it. But Inferno, I definitely could default on it better. So we just went into a mindset to win the game. Don't care about the rounds and just try to close it out.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely worked out. I mean, I want to throw it over to Fenris now for the rest of these. But I mean, Fenris, anything you want to talk about, like specifically with the map or anything?
Let's talk about Inferno. There's a big difference, I think, in playstyles from where I hail in the EU over to the NA. So the game plan you guys came in with, was that more orientated on just bouncing off your opponents, or were you playing a sort of more of aggressive CT-sided map where you just wanted to get your game style enforced over the DP team?
I think we were just trying to get our style and try to force them to follow our tempo as best as we could. They had great Inferno defaults also, and we were just swinging it on the fly. But it turns out we were able to win out their map pick.
Well, I have one more question for you, and it's quite an important one. Say, because you are the winning team of the second map, I'm going to give you the opportunity to pick one player from the entire game who you would be given up the MVP for today. So, who do you think will be deserving of the MVP from both teams?
Honestly, Nafi, his aim was great. It was getting to me. It was unexpected.
We saw a lot of Nafi kills. We saw a lot of Nafi swings, and he would just get some taps, and it was not, especially an Overpass, but even down towards mid. I remember him like swinging on people mid, and it was just disgusting. Like, you guys had that teamwork, but I mean, that individual play was pretty hot. I mean, anything you want to add to that?
Otherwise, I want to shout out RC. Hopefully he could get back in it. Our 2 subs coming in at the last minute. Thanks for helping us out and closing out that last map and helping us with Overpass. And Kenji for, I guess, keeping me in this game.
I forgot. I mean, I see a roster almost every single week different for Colorado University. That's something that I've seen. And I remember RC. I was like, I did not see RC out here. So it felt a little different. But again, you guys still took a map win. I mean, that's still a W. This was a good team. Like, you guys are very similar skill levels. Yeah, so you guys are, I mean, one last thing real quick. So ESEA Open is coming up for you guys, right? You guys are playing Open this season.
I think we had to actually scrap that because of what happens. What happened to our team over the week.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah. Unlucky. Well, things change. Time changes, but you will play in this league for sure. And we'll catch you up next week here. Maybe bring us some victories as you play against, University of South Alabama. So that will be on this stream here next week at 6:20 p.m. But for now, we're going to have to go on a break here as you get ready for the second game. And it's going to be the University of Idaho College up against Niagara University. We'll pull back to casters.
Oh, can't believe there, Werewolf, you went complete colon capital O when you got that bad news there from Aratoshi. Not playing in ESC Open, but guys, that is the end of the first of our 2 best of 2s on this this night of fantastic CS we have over here. And before we go into the next, I want to thank you guys for welcoming me into the community, the EGF community. So thank you very much for it. And I'll be back very, very soon with Werewolf. So see you guys soon. Don't go anywhere.
See you very, very soon. Yep.